Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to address something which I think has been a little bit negative in the raid community for a little while, but more than anything I want to propose a little bit of a solution, or at least something that I've started doing, which has kind of helped me stay out of it and actually just enjoy playing the game as I would already. Possibly even enjoy it a little bit more than I was. So what's the negativity? Now, sometime around last week, I know that Ash put out a really good video, which kind of, he bought the receipts. He was showing essentially a downward trajectory of people's engagement with the game. Now, I'm not going to talk about whether the game is good or bad, because at the end of the day, it's all subjective. No two accounts are actually the same, so everyone is ultimately going to be having a different experience in the game. But to kind of sum up what I took from it, and also, other people have done videos. Cobb from GameLeap, he did a really good video that sort of addressed it as well. I know Nubraids has. I've seen a few people that have done it. So rather than just kind of copy that and give my take on it, I want to avoid that. And I just want to share something that I've started doing, which has actually allowed me to just be okay with it. That is, I have started playing less raid, but you know what? I'm enjoying it so much more. So what does that look like? Now, obviously I make content on raid, so I still play quite a lot, maybe more than most, but I was logging in out of pure obligation before. There is just so much to do in this game. Like, we've got the fusion at the moment. There's dungeons. There's all the gear ascension stuff now. We've got Iron Twins, Faction Wars hard, Arena Classic, Live Arena, Tag Team Arena, Demon Lord, Chimera, Hydra. We've got rotations of Doom Tower, normal and hard. We've got Cursed City, normal and hard. And as today, there's Siege. It's just a lot. And I'm starting to look at raid a bit like a permanent all-you-can-eat buffet. And what I think most people are getting caught in the trap of doing is they're just trying to do everything. And if you see it like a buffet, you're just trying to eat everything, and eventually you're just going to throw up. I think that is what's leading a lot of people to not enjoy this game as much. There is this common theme that I see online. Everyone says, I have to play raid, I have to keep doing this because, how else am I going to stay relevant? So right off the bat, there has to be a cold hard truth here. You will never be relevant in raid. It is like trying to hit a moving target that's not only moving, but it's changing speed all the time. They're introducing new things all the time, new champions, new gear tournaments. There's probably another 10 events coming up. There'll be a summon rush. There'll be probably something else behind a paywall. You just cannot do it all. And that's okay. Maybe you shouldn't do it all. I mean, how could you not get burned out if you were trying to do it all? It's almost impossible. Unless maybe there's two people sharing an account. I can't really see a scenario where you can get it all done. It's just not possible. So I kind of realized at one point that I'm not playing raid. Raid is essentially playing me. And when I hit that point, I thought, right, let's change something. Let's do something different. So here are my 4 tips to maybe you can try, maybe even if you just try one of them. But these are the 4 things I've done that have ultimately allowed me to take a little bit of a step back from the game and just enjoy it some more. Right off the bat, number 1, pick something, focus on it, and just do that. For me, on my account, I've been having a little look around today. I have currently got a lot of gear. I'm really meticulous with how I kind of filter through and save and keep my gear. Having 1220 out of 1600 is pretty unheard of for me. I think I've just got a bit lazy, or I've probably been distracted trying to do other things. So this week, I'm going to bring that down to maybe 800, just something that's just less. Because when there's all this stuff going on, it all gets a bit overwhelming. Same thing goes for the accessories. For some reason, I'm nearly back up at cap again. I can only assume it's because I've been distracted and I've been busy. So that is essentially the number 1 focus for my week. As a result of that, I'm gonna maybe not do manual Hydra runs this week. I'm not gonna try and push really hard in Faction Wars. I'm just gonna pick one thing and I'm gonna focus on it. Number 2, let go of that need to try and feel like you have to stay relevant. Like I said, you're kind of not ever going to be relevant, and maybe the only way to be relevant is to play with your wallet, not your account. Some people spend just an ungodly amount of money in this game, and whether they should or shouldn't is up to them. It's their game. but you're never going to compete with that if you're not putting the money in that they are. So just kind of let go of it a bit. Just be like, hey, I'm happy with my account as it is. This is a slow progress game. I know you can pay essentially to expedite, but just take it easy. Slow it down. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a game. Number 3, my absolute favorite thing that I've learned recently. The less you do, not only are you going to feel less stressed, but you're actually going to save a lot of resources. I could go into the events and tournaments at the moment and burn all my energy or gems or shards or whatever. But sometimes if you just think, no, I'm just not going to do that event, like, you don't have to do it. And as a result, you're going to gain because you're going to save. Like, I'm not pulling shards today. There's a summon boost going on. There is a fusion. I am doing the fusion, but I'm not going to get suckered into this little thing of, oh, let's pull more shards today. For me, it's just not worth it. I know I'm probably going to end up disappointed, so I'm sparing myself the disappointment, and I'm just not going to do it. So the less you do, the more you save. And to kind of segue that into the fusion that we have on at the moment, normally when a fusion comes up, I think, oh God, have I actually got the resource to do this? Can I be bothered? Is it just going to clear my account out of all of the bits that I've saved up? And for the first time in ages, this fusion's come along and I've just gone, okay, yeah, I can do that. I've got gems saved up. I've got silver saved up. When it comes to champion training, I've got all of these pots saved up. I've got a ton of books saved up. I've got so many chickens saved up. You know, I didn't buy any of them. I just did less and I saved more so that now that the fusions come around, I can just do it or not do it if I don't want to. But I thought, you know what? It's not really going to cost me anything. I can just go at it, and that makes me feel a lot happier about it. Number 4, ditch the guilt that you have with this game. I said in one of my previous videos about mindset shifts, like, you don't owe Raid anything. You've already given them your time and your money. You're never going to get the time and money back. So if you are logging in just out of pure obligation because of like the sunk cost fallacy that we spoke about, just don't, stop playing for a week. If you're in a kind of competitive clan, then obviously let your clan know. Don't just disappear because they might be relying on you. But for most of the player base, just take a chill. You don't have to play. No one's making you play. And you've almost got to look at it like, maybe the reason that you're a bit frustrated with this game at the moment is not because of the game, but instead it's because of you. And that's okay too. We've all got to take little mindset sort of shifts. And as a result of that, hopefully we can have a more positive experience in the game. Yes, there are a ton of things that I think we would all like Plarium to change. And every time we see an update from them that kind of doesn't address it, it's hard not to be a bit ticked off about it. But there are changes that we can make that might just increase our enjoyment even this much. And the way I look at it, how can that not be a win? So I'm just keeping it short for this one. Didn't want to get too heavy, didn't want to get bogged down by the negativity. Let me know down below if there's anything that you're changing or if any of this has helped you. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.